Today we're going to show you how to impress your friends at your next backyard barbecue. We're going to do a grilled New York steak. We're going to top it off with a charred tomato and blue cheese vinaigrette. We're going to accompany it with a garlic blanched asparagus. And for our cocktail today, I'm going to show you how to make our award-winning lemon and basil martini. So why don't you come with me in the kitchen right now? We'll get started by picking out a great steak. I chose the New York for today's dish, but you can also use a filet, which is a lot more tender but has a lot less fat. You can also pick out a ribeye, which is a little more on the tougher side, but it's got a lot more fat for a lot more flavor. The New York is kind of right in the middle. It's perfect for today's dish. So now that we've picked out a great New York steak, I'm going to show you how to season it. We're going to use a little kosher salt, granulated garlic, red pepper flakes. This is just regular chili powder, which just gives it a little bit of flavor, black pepper. We're going to mix all that up. Then we're going to go ahead and season our steak. And go ahead and give it pretty liberal on there. Give it a little rub. Then we're going to let this steak sit with this dry rub on it for about 20 minutes. Let it come up to room temperature. It's going to absorb all the flavor, and it's going to give us a really nice crust. And we're going to go ahead and start on our blue cheese and tomato vinaigrette. The first thing you need to do for your charred tomato and blue cheese vinaigrette is pick out some good tomatoes. You want them to be a little bit firm, but not too squishy, okay? And what we want to do is we want to get these cores out of here. So we're going to go ahead and core out a couple tomatoes, because that's going to make for tough vinaigrette. We'll take that out of there, all right? Then we're going to take our tomatoes, put them in our bowl, squirt them with a little extra virgin olive oil, a little kosher salt, toss those up, and then we're going to put them right on the grill, core side down. So now that we have our tomatoes, they're starting to get a little charred on the outside. We want to get them blackened on the outside, but we want them to retain their moisture and juice on the inside. All right, now that we've got a good char on our tomatoes, we're going to go ahead and hack these up a little bit, throw them in the blender, and make our vinaigrette. So now we got our charred tomatoes in there. We're going to add about half a cup of blue cheese crumbles, some balsamic vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, kosher salt, and again, fresh ground black pepper. So now our vinaigrette is ready. We're going to let that rest for a little bit, and we'll go ahead and cook our steak. Now that we've let our steak rest and this absorbed all the flavors that we put on it, we're going to go ahead and put it on the grill. We want to start off by putting it on a 45-degree angle. I want my steak medium rare. Medium rare on a hot grill, you're looking at inside 7 minutes cooked. Now that we have our steak cooked almost to medium rare, when I say almost, it's because it's going to continue to cook as it sits on the plate. While the steak is resting, now we're going to go ahead and blanch our asparagus. Now we're going to blanch our asparagus. So we've taken some beautifully grown California fresh asparagus. We've got our water boiling over here. So we're going to take this asparagus, we're going to put it in the hot water for about 7 to 10 seconds, out of the hot water and into our ice bath, okay? Here we go. In there, quick, it's real quick. Out of the hot water, into the ice bath. Now that our asparagus is chilled for just about a minute, we're gonna pull it out and we're gonna go ahead and saute it off with a little olive oil, salt and pepper. Crunchy in the middle, sauteed with a little hint of garlic and salt and pepper on the outside. This is gonna rock. Now we're gonna slice up our New York, okay? We're gonna get a couple of good slices here. Give it a nice little pile. Then we're gonna top it with our sauteed, blanched garlic asparagus and a little of our blue cheese and tomato vinaigrette. All right, so dinner's done. Char-broiled blue cheese and tomato vinaigrette served over a grilled New York with blanched garlic asparagus. How can your barbecue not be a success? Let's go make some cocktails. So the secret to our award-winning lemon and basil martini is the lemon and basil infused simple syrup. And this is how you make it. 4 cups of water, 2 cups of sugar, 1 whole bunch of basil, and about 3 lemons cut up, all right? I'm gonna bring it up to a simmer for about 5 to 8 minutes, all right? We're gonna go ahead and strain out the chunky stuff. And then we're gonna go ahead and chill this down in an ice bath. Now we've got our simple syrup chilled down, we put it into a pitcher. We're we're gonna add a generous amount of rum. It's about 50-50 simple syrup and rum. This is our lemon basil infused simple syrup. Fresh basil and a lemon twist. And that is lemon basil martini. Well, thanks for joining us. I hope you learned something. I know I had a great time. If you're ever in downtown Chico, come check us out. We're right on the corner of 3rd and Main. If you want to check out these recipes, they're available at 33steaksboozandjazz.com. Thank you very much. Cheers.